Hi guys, welcome back to episode 48 of Heard the Podcast. This is Dani here.
And it's Taylor.
And we are back for another episode. Some things have been going on.
A lot of things.
This whole coronavirus thing, the quarantining and whatnot, the lack of funds. People are, no one's making funds anymore for real, closing down businesses and whatnot, whatever. So we talk about that briefly.
Very briefly, because
I'm trying to be happy. I'm in and out of depression every day. So
be positive.
But if you're listening to this, we dropped our previous episode featured Miss Volaire of Volaire Design. So you go ahead and check out episode 47. Cool. That's up on all streaming platforms. That will also be on YouTube. Well, the YouTube audio was already up, but the video. The video footage will be up very soon of the whole interview. But anywho, how you doing, Taylor?
I'm doing good. I want to go back to work. As much as they wear me out, them kids wear me out, I'd rather have something to do on a regular basis.
We have so we had so many interviews lined up of DMV talent. So what we did was we decided to do like a little quarantine experience where we're doing like an IG live video interviews for people. So we did one today for Matt McGee. He's a rapper. He's a rapper. He's pretty good. He has a new single out called Female Rapper, and he also was featured on the Colors Studio. He performed the song Sweat on a couple years ago. But we had a IG interview with him. Well, I had an IG interview with him earlier. There was a little bit of technical difficulties, but it's fine. It's going to be up soon on the IG page. Song. Yes, and then that, and then we have one coming up for Black X, MK Beats, Kasim. He's new on the roster of interviews as well, and that's pretty much it for right now. I think I'm gonna try to get
up for
YB and Corday at the Fillmore a couple months ago, and I'm thinking I want to get Tommy on the Quarantine Experience IG live tour. She been on the show a couple times though, like on the phone call and stuff like that.
Phone call,
yeah.
But
in this, but we can't. That's why you have the quarantine experience.
Before now,
yeah.
Obviously, can't do it
now. We will. But anywho, for the time being, we gotta do what we gotta do. Anywho, so
the show must go on.
Speaking of shows, what shows have you been watching lately during this quarantine? Save the best one for last.
Okay, because I was about to jump into that. Okay. So, have you watched that show? I didn't watch the most recent episode, but they're only like 30-minute shows. Okay, so Ava DuVernay, that show she dropped called 20.
I haven't seen that yet because I haven't seen that yet because
it's like 3 or 4 episodes in.
Yeah, I need to watch it. I haven't seen it yet because I've really been on my like suspenseful thriller horror like TV show / movie kick.
So what have you been watching?
I've been I'm so about that last.
So
yes.
All right. So, but I really like the show.
Yeah.
Like I assumed I was gonna like it because it's Ava DuVernay and I like
no her. Girl, you talking about some Ava DuVernay? Girl, it's Lena Waithe, girl.
Shit,
you be getting them mixed up for no reason.
I do, and I don't know why.
It's Lena Waithe. But I love 20s by Lena Waithe.
Probably because I really be loving both of their. I love both of their projects.
No, Sam. Yeah.
Oh, I really do. I always love both of their projects, but Lena Waithe. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Love you both, but I really like the show a lot. It reminds me a lot of Insecure.
Oh,
like the whole aesthetic, the way the characters act.
So it's basically because like Insecure is like more so for 30 somethings trying to find their way, but 20s is for 20 somethings trying to find their way.
Basically, it's like it's basically on the same wavelength or whatever.
Okay.
The main character, I can't remember her name because like I said, I haven't watched the most recent episode. She's really cute actually, but besides that, she's a writer. She lives in LA. I don't think she's from LA. Her mother is actually not Kim Fields. I forget what her name is, but she's like everybody knows her when they see her. Very well-known actress or whatever, and she has 2 best friends, just like Issa does, or however many. Issa has more than 2 best friends, but she has her same best friend she hangs out with all the time. But she's a writer. And when it started, she was out of a job. And one of her friends had like a corporate job, and they knew somebody that knew somebody. And got her a job.
My bad, I'm getting on Instagram Live.
So she became like the assistant of some lady who writes a show or some shit like that in LA. And that's where she's at now. But I really like it. It does remind me a lot of Insecure.
Mm-hmm.
A lot. It's basically like the same version, same thing, except the star is a lesbian and she is in her 20s rather than 30s. That's literally the only difference. But again, it's Lena Waithe, so I like it anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So I've been tuning in. I just haven't watched this last one because I have to get used to. When it's a new show for me, I have to get used to the time and day it comes on because I'll automatically forget and then it'll be on DVR later. Like, oh. So, yeah. What else? So, it's a show on Hulu. You know, Fox has that thing on Hulu. It's like Fox on Hulu.
Yeah.
Or FX. I'm sorry. FX on Hulu.
Mm-hmm.
But apparently, I didn't know that.
Hey y'all, hey Instagram Live. Hey y'all.
It makes
We
sense.
sorry, my bad. We recording episode 48. Make sure y'all tap in.
Right now.
Make sure y'all look at our last episode 47 with Miss Valaire.
Right now.
And make sure you guys tune into our quarantine experience via IG Live. We're going to be interviewing DMV artists, entrepreneurs, singers, songwriters, rappers, all those things on our Instagram Live. And we interviewed Matt McGee earlier today. We're going to be interviewing Kasim. We're going to be interviewing Black X, MK Beats, and more. So make sure you guys tune in, okay? All right, so we out of this jump.
Bye.
Oh, how you end it?
Oh.
Ooh, how you end it?
Oh, wait.
Okay, got it.
Okay. So, Devs. So, I thought FX on Hulu was going to be like, they also showed on FX.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm so dumb. I know FX is already on Hulu. So, that was their own little separate thing that they just have their own FX shows, like, specifically on Hulu. So they can get more Hulu views. See what I'm saying?
FX has their own app too, though. FX has their own app, and they have Hulu.
Them shows, they have certain shows that are only on Hulu now. Mm-hmm. So I thought that was kind of smart, actually. But and so basically, it started out with, it was this couple, boy and girl, and they're both computer nerds into engineering and all those numbers and shit all that shit. Computer shit. They were nerds. And
but what show is this?
It's called Devs, DEVS.
I saw that.
It's short for developers, for people who didn't know. And basically, first episode, the girl, I forget her name, Lily, her boyfriend Sergey gets promoted. They both work in the same place in different departments. And her boyfriend gets promoted and to the devs department. And so his first day, he was like amazed with everything that was going on. It's such a secret society type place, or like everything's so secret, you don't know what goes on there unless you work there. So once he finally got in there, he was so overwhelmed with everything that was there and was going on that he was going crazy or whatever. So then he actually never made it out because he saw some shit in his computer that he wanted to run and go tell, but you're not supposed to go tell nothing that you do at work there because they're developing things, it's called devs. They're developing things that nobody else knows about yet. It's not out into the world yet. So you gotta shut your fucking mouth. And he was ready to go run and tell. They caught his ass. And yeah, nobody heard from him thus far. But like I said, it's on Hulu. Hulu only drops.
That's a dude from The Office.
Weekly. He's not on The Office.
He was on The Office. This nigga. He was on The Office.
When?
He was yeah, you should know, but I know his face. I don't even watch The Office. I know.
I should know. I don't recall. But I've seen his face like 1,000 times.
So he was on The Office, yeah.
But that's the dude. He played the boss. And
who played the boss on The Office? Oh, you recognize him now?
No, on Devs, he was the guy Sergey's boss.
Oh, this man, I've seen
in Devs, he was the boss of the Devs.
Maybe not The Office. Maybe something else. I've seen him before.
I've seen him in a lot of things, but I've never seen him on The Boss. I mean,
The Office.
Fucking Office. I was just watching it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. So anyway, so far he was never seen again, and they tried to tell her. I'm not going to tell you how he died, but they tried to convince her that he died, and they even showed her video footage of how he died. Won't say how, but then she doesn't believe it, and I understand why. And so she's trying to now at this point investigate what the fuck happened, because in her mind that's not how he died. if he even is dead in her mind. So we don't know. I have theories. I think that it was a robot in the video, since they're a development company. But we shall see. You said you watched it?
What, Devs?
Yeah.
No, I ain't watched that shit.
I thought you said you watched it. Okay. Don't say it like that. It's really good. But what else? So me and Daddy went to go see The Hunt last week.
Oh yeah, we did. We saw it just in time, right before they closed down all the movie theaters.
Yes, right in time.
Right on time.
It was good.
I liked it too.
It was interesting.
It was interesting. It had a little bit of loose ends. Well, not loose ends, but
No, you didn't.
Okay. I'm guessing it was about like how America is corrupt, and I do remember one of the lines in the movie, the older white guy said, this isn't a country, this is a business, and that is so like, whoa, that line, that quote is just so it stuck with me, and it's like, it's true. Like, if you really think about it, we watch all these shows about like the government and behind the scenes, even on Scandal. Like,
I watched those for a reason, bro.
Even on Scandal, like the way Scandal was set up, aside from like the affair that Olivia Pope had with the president, like how they operate, like how they kill people and make people disappear and make people never exist, or how they rig elections and all those things. You know what I mean? So that was very thought provoking. I liked how. I liked it. It was cool. I liked it. That movie was supposed to come out like last year, I think, or something like that. But it was something that happened. I keep saying this, but it's something that happened. I forgot what the fuck it was. They stopped the release of it last year. But anyway, it came back. I think it was cool. I like a good thriller, suspenseful action type of situation. And I do like how, the main role, it's a woman that's like empowered and like, she's taking charge and things like that. But I don't know. I think maybe it could have been like a bit more diverse. It was a very, it had a lot of humor in it when it came to like talking about liberals and like things like that, and like, the alt-right and all this. They had like little lines in there or whatever. It was about that, but I felt like it needed to be a bit more diverse, because it was two white women as the leading people of the movie. And I feel like when you're talking about like how corrupt this country is, I feel like it should have been a bit. I mean, they had a couple of sprinkle of like other people in there, but it wasn't like
more people,
or like just have like a. I feel like they should have like a black woman be the one that was like. Because it was a white one. It was Hillary Swank and some other white woman that's not that famous, but sorry, but. Oh. She was the other white woman, she was the one that persevered and like, killed whoever she needed to kill or whatever, and like, found out and this and that, and she, whatever. But I feel like that could have went to like even, not even just a black woman, it could have went to somebody else, like maybe an Asian woman, maybe a Latino woman, something. I feel like it could have been someone else. It could have been someone else of color, I feel like, not a white woman, because it's already two white leading ladies, and it's just not very, and it just reminded me, maybe it's not, like I try not to be too sensitive when it comes to his race thing or whatever, but I just feel like, I don't know, I just feel like it could have been a woman of color to be the hero of the day or whatever the fuck, the one that came out on top.
Another thing I will say, aside from what you said, I agree 100% what you said, but when we saw Emma Roberts in it, she was like, at the beginning, we thought she was gonna be throughout the whole movie. That's how they do. That's how they do in the previews. She like basically Chris Brown does, like when
she's the attraction of the film.
When he was in Stomp the Yard and he died in like 5 minutes. It was like the same thing. She was the main attraction, and then all of a sudden she died. It was one of the screams happened. The girl from Pretty Little Liars was supposed to be. She was on the cover and she died.
That's what they do. That's what they do.
Yeah. So
even on the very original Scream, on the cover of the original Scream, Drew Barrymore is on the cover with Neve Campbell, and Drew Barrymore died. And the way she died was that scene is very iconic. Like that opening killing scene of the first Scream with Drew Barrymore is iconic. But I think they took it off, but she was only on the damn movie for 10 minutes. So that's what they do. It's called marketing.
It's a tactic. It's fine, but
I
was mad a little bit.
Girl, I wasn't that mad. I don't care about no damn Emma Roberts.
Not mad, but like Y'all be throwing me off. I just don't like being thrown off.
Girl, that's what they do all the time.
The type of person I am, if I have my mindset on like this is happening, then this is happening. Don't throw me off. That's just how my mind works.
But
so I was like, okay. But the movie was good. Overall, it was a good movie. I liked it. It was different. I liked it. But I do agree with what you said.
That, and then also when on the previews, does this movie come? What's the movie called? It was a preview. It don't even fucking matter what the name was called, because I ain't gonna go watch it any fucking way. But it was a preview. Oh yeah, but it was a preview of a movie about, I guess, like the main character is a black girl, and like the guy is supposed to take her out on a date, but then he ends up being like a crazy person in like some little weird game thing. Whatever it's called. I don't know. I don't even care, because I'm not gonna go watch because it looks stupid. But
Fire Stick, if you got one.
But what I'm saying is, like, you see how but I will say this. I'm complaining about the color thing. That's what, like, you know, having a woman of color, not having a woman of color as the main character when it could be a woman of color as the main character, you know, that bothers me too. But then also when it comes to casting black women, when you guys do cast black women as the main character, there's always someone that's light skinned and mixed to make everyone else feel comfortable. And I just feel like that kind of bothers me a bit too.
Yeah,
I mean, you know, no one, they can't control that they came out mixed or whatever. But it's just like a lot of times I feel like
but we're not mixed, so we can't control that. Like, don't.
Right. But I'm saying, like, the industry tries, like, when they use black people as, like, the main character, especially black women as the main character, it always has to be, like, a light-skinned mixed girl with, like, loose, curly hair. Yep. That bothers me a bit. But
I don't like that.
Yeah.
That's not the only type of black girl there is.
Yeah.
That's not right. I don't like that.
Yeah.
Because we kind of said a little bit about that when we started preview during the, or whatever, but that was good overall. That movie will probably be good as well. The one we're talking about.
What?
With the girl went on
that should look stupid.
No, dumb. I think you didn't actually. You said you don't want to see it. I said I don't know if I'll pay for it, but I'll watch it on like my Stick or whatever. Like I'll watch it for free, but I'm not gonna go pay for it.
Yeah.
But yeah. And last but not least, Little Fires Everywhere on Hulu.
Yes, starring Reese Witherspoon and Kerry Washington.
Now, hold on. Before I ask you what you think, I was skeptical. You know why?
Why?
Because after that last movie on Netflix with Kerry Washington, when their son got killed due to police brutality.
It wasn't due to police brutality. It was due to, like, it was an accident.
Okay, yeah, it was an accident. Okay.
Yeah.
But after that movie, I was skeptical to watch this show.
Why? It's completely different stories.
It is, but Kerry Washington was like, they were just blowing me in that movie altogether. I was disappointed in Kerry Washington to even be in that movie. I really was, because I didn't like that movie at all. All he did was argue in a room for the whole movie.
Yeah, I heard that. Because I wasn't really bothered by the whole in one room thing. I was just intrigued by the storyline and the acting. Okay. But I heard that story is actually based off of a play, so it kind of makes sense the fact that they're in that one scene and think, because it was a play. Like,
I didn't know that. Mm-hmm. I didn't know that.
Yeah. So
okay.
Yeah,
that makes it be a little bit nicer, but I'll just say, I'll be honest, that made me skeptical to watch the show. However, I do
because of that one performance from Kerry Washington. All the things that
she's never done me wrong. Let me say The Last Dance, and that goes back.
Yeah,
that's one of my favorite. Me and my grandmother used to watch the movie like every day. I love Save the Last. I know that movie word to word. Save the Last Dance is my favorite. But that movie, I was just like, that was recent. That was like one of my most.
So what? Things. She has a whole catalog of things.
I know, but I was mad. I'm still mad about that movie. And then that face that she kept making. I love you, Kerry Washington. Kerry Washington's beautiful, but it's something about that face. And she made it. She didn't really. I don't know. She might have made it one time, a few times, once or twice in
Scandal.
No.
Save the Last Dance.
The new one. The one on Hulu. Little Fires Everywhere. And but like it was able to, if she did, I could look over it. But that was like her whole face in the other movie. But anyway, this show is about Kerry Washington plays a
no. Don't
y'all should watch it.
Just go ahead. Go ahead. Say how you, because I feel like you give a whole long ass synopsis.
I do.
You do.
She's a single mom. Of course, the black single mom, and she has a daughter.
Oh, sorry. What year is that based in? I don't think
it's based back
in the 90s, right? It has to be.
In the 90s.
Because in that school dance, they kept playing some. What's your zodiac sign? I'm like, what the?
I was in
what year is this? What year is this?
But that's my shit though.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was like, hold on.
Yeah, this must be the 90s.
No,
or something.
you know what? I also caught on when I saw Reese Witherspoon. She would be in the car talking on like the little phone that's connected to the car, and I'm like, what the last time we did that?
Maybe I blinked when I was supposed to see the thing. Yeah,
or you weren't paying attention.
And I need to see that opening. What was the opening scene again? I need to go back to see the opening scene because it was a fire. The house was on fire. Was it Reese?
It was Reese Witherspoon's house.
Okay,
and it was on fire, and the police had already came, and they were like, do you know someone that might have set your house on fire while you were in it? Because someone clearly did it while you were in it. Do you know who that could be? And she couldn't think of anybody, or basically she just had like a blank stare. I ain't gonna say she couldn't think of nobody.
Oh yeah,
but she was just in shock. You could see it in her face.
Yeah, it was a preface to like now they're gonna tell the story of why.
And so then it was the present day where they were moving.
Yeah. And
so when it started,
not present day, they went back to the past.
Not present day. Yeah.
The present day is when the house was on fire, and so what happened was, this is what happens in movies, guys, and shows, guys. They're going to show the scene of the big event, and they're going to basically just going back and telling the story about why it could be that. So yeah. Anywho.
So where they started from, Kerry Washington was in the car with her daughter, but they didn't have anywhere to live yet. They move a lot because she's an artist. Kerry Washington, her name is Mia. So Mia, she's an artist. So they move a lot, whatever, and they move to this town called Shaker, and it's close to Ohio. I think it's in Ohio, if I'm not mistaken. They didn't make that clear, but
it is in Ohio. Everything is in Ohio.
Okay,
I think
All right. So they moved there, but they didn't find like an actual house or whatever to live in.
They weren't looking for a house. Remember, she's like yes, they were looking for somewhere to live. Yeah,
they were.
Yeah,
but I think they had just arrived, so they would just sleep in the parking lot in the car then they would figure it out later because they didn't have a lot of money.
Yeah.
So then Reese Witherspoon was driving by and she noticed them, so she called the police. Was like, I don't want anything to happen, so I let you know.
No, that's what they do. She's like, the suburban white woman. She sees something sketchy. She sees like colored people, and so she thinks it's something sketchy automatically. That's what they do.
Exactly.
But
so that's
the thing is about this show is that I knew it was going to be so good because Reese and Kerry Washington are such good actresses. They're actually two of my favorite actresses. I love Reese Witherspoon, and I love everything with Reese is in.
Her.
Huh?
I have a joke regarding her, but we'll wait till we're
okay. I love everything Reese is in. I loved her in Big Little Lies. So I knew she's gonna be good in this. And I think was she on that morning show on Apple TV?
Reese?
I think she was with Jennifer Aniston. Maybe not. I don't know.
I didn't watch it yet, but I know.
Watched it yet.
I don't know about to say. I think it was Jennifer Aniston, but then you said with Jennifer Aniston.
Yeah. So she is basically, if you ever seen Big Little Lies, she's basically playing like a similar person to her Big Little Lies character, like the suburban white woman, and she's very not. She's how white people, they're always in their bubble. They're in they're blinded by their white privilege or whatever, and they think that anything her Big Little Lies character was a little bit more grounded than her character here on Little Fires.
She thinks she can do what she want on this show.
Yeah, so she has a lot of money and things like that. Her husband's a lawyer or whatever.
It's a small town.
Yeah, so there's a lot of in this show. There's a lot of microaggressions and macroaggressions when it comes to race. And I just feel like I think I like the show a lot, and I can't wait to see where it goes. But yeah, like she's like, Kerry Washington's like a starving artist with her daughter, her preteen daughter, whatever, or 16, 15, I don't know, with her daughter, and they, so like they move around or whatever. I guess we're gonna figure out more into the story. It's only been 3 episodes.
Yeah, so we just gotta wait and see.
We'll wait and see.
We're gonna talk about it.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, for right now, all we know is that Kerry Washington is like an artist or whatever, moves around a lot with her daughter. They finally found a place. It happens to be one of Reese Witherspoon's property. Reese lets her rent it out as like a charity thing. I feel like I'm gonna call it charity because that's how it is.
That's another thing I knew it was back in the day.
With white people,
she paying $300 a month.
Yeah, with white people, they like to do things to make themselves feel good about their white privilege. It's like a white guilt thing. Yeah. So anywho, but yeah, so the girl, her teenage daughter is making friends with Reese Witherspoon's kids around the same age. They're all going to the same school, so we're gonna see things about that. And then also another thing that stood out about me, I'll give it back to you. But I will say that again, I do love the racial dialogue with this. I love honest racial dialogue when it comes to mainstream shows, because I feel like it's really good for people to open their eyes, and it's a really good learning experience for people that don't live this hardship when it comes to society. But I love like the black boy friend of the little white girl that wants to get into Yale. I love how, you know, I want to see more of that. Her and the I want to see more of the white daughter with the black boyfriend. I want to see more of that. I want to see how that unfolds, because I like how the black boyfriend is starting to like say certain things. You know, the white daughter took Kerry Washington's daughter's like essay on, you know, it was that, and like, you know, remember the daughter wanted to get into the fucking math class, and then the white counselor was like, oh no, you can't do, you know, because she's black, so they're like, oh, you can't handle this. No, you know. Reese Witherspoon said something. Mm-hmm. Yeah, of course. So I love stuff like that. You need, I think more of that needs to be on TV, on mainstream TV for sure.
And that was a point I was going to make. I'm glad people get to see that and they don't deal with that on a regular basis. Everybody needs to see that shit, whether you deal with it or not. It's important to see, because that shit is real, and people deal with that shit every single day. We deal with that shit every single day.
So a couple things that did bother me though was, one thing is Carrie, girl, she is written to you. Well, it's back in the whatever year it is. I'm gonna have to Google the synopsis to see what year it's set in.
I know, because they didn't make it clear.
Because I think I must have blinked or something else and didn't see the year on the screen.
They did not make it clear. I swear to God.
But homegirl Carrie says she is letting you rent out that little space or whatever, the upstairs or whatever it is, girl, and you be having
the whole house.
It's not the whole house. I think it's like the upstairs.
Oh, besides the basement, but for $300.
But I don't know what year this is, because my grandmother was telling me rent back in her day was back in years back is $500. So yeah.
Well, I gotta see, because
so it depends on what the year.
Yeah,
for sure.
But remember, she said at the beginning, it's not about the money. We just want people to be happy in our property.
Yeah, she wants to feel good about her white privilege, basically.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah, because she realized that she realized that that was the woman that she called the police on. That's why she did that.
So she felt bad when she saw her little station wagon or whatever the fuck. She was like, "Oh shit, that's her."
Yeah. So is that, and that bothered me, because it bothered me because how like Carrie says, like, you are like renting out this living quarters, and you be having like little attitudes with her, and like, I mean, she's not blatantly disrespectful, but she be having like little twos with her and things like that, you know.
And I said the same thing. I'm like, sis, she's doing you a favor. She's doing you a favor. Like, how you gonna sit there and get an attitude with her?
Well, this the way she just carries herself when it comes to like this.
She's a little rude.
A bit. And I get it. Like, I get it. Life is tough. Life is hard for a black woman. I get it.
She's
I totally
just so
understand.
Closed in. Like, she don't want to.
She's guarded.
She got drunk one time, opened up a little bit, and rode out.
I just want to see more of her backstory. I love how they flash back to how she was fucking a car with her baby in the back seat.
Yeah, she was wild for
like
that.
And her fucking the damn carry out boss at the damn.
I actually talked briefly with the comedian McCann on Twitter with it. Because he had tweeted about it and I saw it. And I was like, I said Kerry Washington, because she let well, we didn't get to that part. But
get to it.
Reese Witherspoon's friends had adopted her co-worker's baby.
They adopt Reese Witherspoon's white privileged friends. One of Reese Witherspoon's white privileged white suburban whatevers rented, not rented, adopted. So anyway, so Kerry Washington works at a Chinese carry out spot part time. And it's a Chinese woman that works there as well. We get into the whole backstory of her, how she had to give her baby up for adoption because she didn't have money to support the baby. The baby didn't eat for 4 days. She tried to go to the damn store to get some breast milk. She was 70 cents short. It was this episode called 70 Cent. She was 70 cents short. And, you know, the white lady was like, get the fuck out of here, you know, whatever. Didn't even really fucking care. Didn't even care. But then also it was a parallel because that same episode towards the end, when the white daughter, with one of Reese's other daughters, the one that's like, they say is gay or whatever, you know, she got on the bus and she was 70 cents short. And the guy was like, come on, baby, it's fine. You know, that could have very well been like a man-female thing. Because I feel like if it was me, a black girl, and that happened to me, I feel like the guy probably would have still let me on. I don't know, but
It could have been.
It could have been something like that too.
Or he could have been there before. You
Yeah,
never know.
yeah, it was that. But also, yeah. So now we know that Kerry Washington's friend, the Chinese lady, she had to give her baby up for adoption. Had to give her baby up. Period. She brought the baby to the fire station and left her there for someone to get her. And then what a coinky ding, Kerry Washington finds out that one of Reese's white suburban mom friends adopted a Chinese baby because they had problems getting pregnant. Then what do you know? It happens to be the Chinese friend's biological daughter. So then this is where I got kind of like, I was like, girl, what the fuck are you doing?
Yes.
Carrie, why would you? Because the thing is, like, I get it, like, she just told you how she had to give her baby up, and then, what do you know? She found the baby. But sis, like, you should let this marinate for a little bit. Figure out a way to tell this woman, because you're a mother. You know that you're gonna want the damn baby right then and there.
Thank you.
Why would she sit there and not? Why would your friend not act on emotion? Why?
Exactly. You should automatically expect her to do that.
You should have sat and
so you would just let her
with a game
roll
plan,
up in there. All these white people in there. She was like,
and then, like, how could she bust in like that? Child.
So y'all know it was just wide open for the public. But and that's where I saw McKinnon say that show was wild. I say Kerry Washington wild as shit for letting her walk in there. Just give her the keys, walk in there, and roll up and see her baby like that. You're wild as shit for letting her do that. And he agreed with me, like, because apparently he's a fan of the show. So we're trying to connect.
It's a good ass show with good ass actresses, and
it's really a good show.
And if you're really into if you really know your pop culture, your pop TV culture, you'll know that the Reese's husband is played by Casey from Dawson's Creek. Was it Casey?
Sure was.
From Dawson's Creek.
I think it was Casey.
And then if you really know your pop culture, you know that actor in real life is married to Jodie Turner, the girl that played in Queen and Slim. All right.
Whoa.
And they're about to have a baby.
Start over. Yeah. With this Queen and someone.
Yeah. He's married to her. They're about to have a baby and everything. She pregnant by him. Mm-hmm.
Oh wow.
Yep.
Okay, sis. Congratulations. I didn't know that.
They right here. She 33. He about in his 40s or whatever the fuck.
I did not know that.
Mm-hmm. That's them right here. He down with the swirl.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, swirl. Hashtag down with the swirl.
So yeah, so this is the last show you want to talk about?
Yes.
Okay, so I do want to know your predictions before I get my predictions. What are your predictions, and then what do you want to see throughout this series?
Okay. So
text him and tell him you gonna hit on this thing, his background noise. Can you text him and tell him to stop screaming?
Bull.
Can you tell him to stop screaming? If you don't mind.
Yes. My predictions. 1 second.
You wrote them down? Oh.
I'm just texting.
Girl, I stopped watching 13 Reasons Why, child.
What? You better get back into it. No. How far did you get before I go on?
I would watch season 1. I watched the first episode of the second season. I was like,
no, you have to keep watching.
I'm like, I'm over
no,
this shit.
it get Danielle.
Just tell me what your predictions.
All y'all watchers, tell her how good it gets. Y'all, you need to watch it. You have to keep watching.
Okay, what's your predictions for this fire show?
So my predictions, I don't have too many, but I think that Kerry Washington will get caught in some shit because I'm not gonna say she's already lying.
Mind you, the preview shows that she's going to end up getting fired, of course, from her house management position. So that's that. So they're going to be at odds. So we know that part. But so what else what do you think? Like, what else do you think is going to happen? Do you have any predictions?
I think that for one, her daughter Pearl, she's a really pretty girl.
Mm-hmm. She reminds me of Amanda Steinberg. Yeah,
she does.
I almost feel like they probably get that role to her first.
It wouldn't shock me.
But she was probably like, I want to get more of an older type of thing.
It wouldn't shock me. She probably wants to do something for more mature or
like
whatever.
Or like a Yara Shahidi type of girl.
Yeah. But she's a pretty girl. But I feel like Pearl, because it already shows that Pearl is gravitated to more towards the Richardsons, aka Reese Witherspoon's family.
Yeah, because like those are her friends.
She's lying for them.
She needs friends, you know.
Yeah, it starts to become that she's closer with their family than anybody else, rather than making friends, because Moody already likes her, aka Reese Witherspoon's son. And I just feel like it's going to cause a lot of problems, because I just see a lot of problems ahead, because Curry doesn't want her to get too close to them, yet she already is, and you can't stop it, baby.
I think that Carrie wants her daughter to remember that she's not like them. When they got arrested for trespassing, she was like, "You're not like them. Like, you know, you're a black girl. Like, what if you don't have that white privilege?" You know what I'm saying? So I don't want. She thinks she's you know, she's trying to make sure that, you know, don't, you know, be aware of who you are and don't make quote unquote dumb decisions because, you know, your race will, you know, whatever.
But it seems like she's so ignorant of it, and she wants to know who because at the end of the episode she was like, "Who's my dad?" She wanted to know where she came from, kind of, and she was just like, Kerry Washington was like, "I'm black, you're black, you came from me," and she was like, basically, that's bullshit. I want to know who my fucking father is, because the white girl, her name is Lexi, who has a black boyfriend, that's Reese Witherspoon's.
Yes, we know.
Witherspoon.
Yes. You keep telling the same thing over.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, wow. Okay, well, she told her she looks mixed. And so after that, she realized that now she needs to know who the fuck her dad is or whatever. So I feel like we're going to find out about that story. But I think her and her mom are going to fight a lot. I don't have too many predictions about it yet.
Yeah, so
it's only episode 3.
Yeah.
It comes out, what, Wednesday?
Yeah, Wednesdays, yeah. So I think that I think that she's gonna figure out, you know, who her dad is sooner or later, and that's in this first season. I think she is. They keep showing Jesse Williams in these little flashbacks that Carrie is having, so maybe that's the dad. I don't know. He's light skinned enough, I guess, or quote unquote mixed enough or whatever. I'm not tired of seeing him. I'm never tired of looking at Jesse Williams. But this fine ass. But yes, maybe that's the dad. I don't know. But we're gonna find out who the dad is. We're gonna find out more about you know, Kerry Washington as a mom, why she's so you know, moving place to place and things like that. I think that it was kind of weird that she had sex with her boss, so now it's gonna be kind of weird at the damn carryout, girl. I mean, but I guess, you know, she said to her daughter, she's like, sex is sex, so whatever. So we're gonna find out. You know, just gonna find out more about that. You know, we know that she's gonna get fired at some point, and we know.
What else?
I don't know. Oh yeah, another thing about her daughter Pearl. Her daughter, you know, Moody likes Pearl, but Pearl is more into the older brother than Moody.
Clearly.
So Moody gonna walk in on some shit. I know it. He gonna walk in on some shit. He gonna be like, "Fuck you, Pearl. Fuck you." And then I guess he's gonna, I don't know. He's gonna try to do some shit. I don't fucking know. I don't know.
I thought of when you said that.
What?
Or Step Brothers. He was like, "Fuck you, Dale. Fuck you," on the phone. All right, go ahead.
And then Reese's daughter is gonna come out the closet because she's clearly fucking gay. Like what?
That was a drum.
And then
that was the drums. Go ahead.
Yeah. So yeah, and then I hope that the prissy daughter, the prissy white daughter. I hope that black boy. Hope that black boy breaks up with her ass, and like,
I love the youngest daughter. She's
finds
my
a strong
favorite.
black woman.
The youngest daughter, Reese Witherspoon's youngest daughter. I forget her name. She's my favorite. The one
I like her. I want her to.
Kerry Washington connects with a lot.
Yeah, the one that they call gay at school.
Yeah, she's gonna I like her a lot.
I think she's gay. I think she's gonna come out though. For sure, or come out as bi or something like that, which is fine. I want to see her character. You know, I want to see her character development for sure.
Yes, definitely. I want to see her blossom. It's going to be another season of this show for sure.
Yeah,
another 1 or 2 at least.
Yeah, so I'm really into that. And then also it might be one of those things where like, because this, I mean, I don't know. You know, after this first season, I don't know where they're going to go with the second season. It has to be like they have to really like end it off like. They have to really cliffhanger, because a lot of times, you know, and I used to be mad at this, but I'm not mad at it no more. They will come out with these shows, these short-lived shows when it comes to like maybe 1 or 2 seasons and stuff.
Trinkets.
So is that coming back?
They said 1 more season.
Yeah, so right. So like is that and then like with the Big Little Lies thing, it was no more seasons with that, you know what I'm saying? So I think that I'm not mad at it anymore because there's such quality shows, and you know, I love quality over quantity, so I guess that's fine. So yeah, I'm looking forward to Little Fires Everywhere on Hulu every Wednesday, because we will definitely talk about this every episode until it's done.
Yep,
because we love it.
Literally every single one. Like just like power predictions, we're gonna do these predictions now.
Yes, and one more show before we go to the other shit. I'm still watching Almost Family, and
girl, I gave up.
You gave up. It was too. What was it? Too quirky or something? It was something about it that's like I kind of like because I was trying to.
It was just like other shows
that were better.
Took priority easily over that.
Yeah, it's something about it. Like I'm trying to go because it's 2 episodes that I need to watch. I'm 2 episodes behind, and it's like I'm trying to stay in it, but the thing is like the subject matter, like the issues in the show are good. Like the storyline is good, but I feel like the quirk, because it's a Fox show, and I feel like the because Fox has a lot of like quirky type shows, if that makes sense. Yeah, and like, I feel like the quirkiness of it is kind of like throwing me off a bit because it's such a serious there's so many serious topics within that show.
Yes,
it gives me too much of like a daytimey quirky thing when it should be more like a evening type. The mood of the show should be more like Little Fires Everywhere. It should be like a mood like more that. More
it
like
should be serious.
I mean, the thing is like the subject matters are serious. All of it is very serious, but it's just I don't know if it's the lighting in it or like the vibe. The vibe is too quirky for me. Serious. It's just I don't know. It's just
and I don't know what I can't put my finger on it either. It's just like I just cut it off, and other shows take more priority over it. Yeah. I can't put my finger on it. I can't. And I don't know what it is. It's just like I gravitate towards other shows. I just can't finish that show.
Yeah, because it doesn't catch yours.
I want to like it though.
Yeah, I like it. I've gotten really far down into it.
It's a really good storyline.
Yeah, I've gotten really far down into it, but I'm starting to like. I'm gonna try to finish it through because I want to see what happens with Edie and her husband, because she gets me on fucking nerves. Like, bitch, you either gay or not, bitch. If you fucking your husband on the side, like, what the fuck?
Pick
like,
one. So
bitch, pick one. Just be single, bitch.
bitch.
Like, no, because she don't even know. The thing is, like, the girlfriend don't know that she fucked her husband again. So, like, girl, you fucking lying again. No.
What the fuck?
So I think what I've seen so far, I haven't finished the episode before last yet, because whatever. But I'm gonna try to finish that through. But yeah, again, I just feel like the way the show, because these show it's really important. The mood of the show has to match the subject matter, if that makes sense. But yeah, Fox. When I think of Fox shows, wasn't Brooklyn Nine-Nine on Fox? Yeah, for a hot minute. Yeah, like things like that, like Brooklyn Nine-Nine and the Mindy Project. Was the Mindy Project on Fox at one point?
I think it was.
Just things like shows like those quirky like shows like that, and you having this show on really there. It doesn't give me. It's just too like it's the.
It may be too much for that channel.
It's the color scheme or the lighting or something about it that does not match up with the seriousness of the subject matter. I just feel like it should be more of like a deeper like.
This should go on Freeform.
I don't fucking know.
I don't know if you're trying to change the whole.
That's even worse. If they go on Freeform, that's even worse. That's even because Freeform is meant for like a younger audience.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know, but if you're trying to change the vibe of what you're going for your show, then that's fine. But you can't do like one show where it's quirky, quirky 24/7. Then the other show was like 24/7 is like some serious shit.
What are you talking about?
Fox.
What are you saying? Oh yeah. I agree.
Okay, you get it. Okay, so I mean, you gotta go for what vibe you want, but you can't be mixing that shit together. And
the thing is, like, I don't mind.
They're just doing a lot. They're doing a lot.
I don't mind because television shows have all types of shows. But I feel like the majority of the Fox channel theme has a lot of like quirkiness to it, I guess. Even when like maybe quirk is the wrong name for it, but what I'm saying is I'm not really mad at what network it's on. I'm mad at the way the show is cohesively. Like the subject matter doesn't match the aesthetic of the show, if that makes sense. Yes, it doesn't match the aesthetic of the show. Not the fact that it's on Fox. It's just the show itself. It can be on Freeform. It can be on Hulu. It doesn't matter. Like if the show itself doesn't really match up with the subject matter of it. Like you're talking about all these serious fertility things and fraudulent things here, and she's bisexual but has a husband thing here, but like you're still giving me like it's like you're giving me fucking lightheartedness during these hard times or whatever the fuck. You know what I mean? It just doesn't go with it.
It's a lot. It's just a lot.
Yeah. Anyway,
get it. I just want y'all to get it together and because it's a good show overall. It's just a lot going on.
Yeah.
Overall.
Anywho, a couple. We already 45
Anything
minutes in.
Else?
No more shows. Okay, back to on to the popular segment of the show, the pop culture of the show. I don't really have too many topics to talk about.
Okay.
Last episode we interviewed Miss Volaire of Volaire Design Clothing, and she linked up with the baby at one point and gave him some clothes or whatever. So I didn't really want to talk shit about the baby on her episode. So I didn't want to like be
that was on my list
thing.
too. So
but the baby slapped somebody up at the thing or whatever the fuck, and she's suing them. I just wanted to say that it was a bit much. I'm usually on the side when it comes to the violent reactions, but this one that was a bit much. It was unnecessary. Then you wanted to make a joke about it with Michael Blackson. That didn't help your fucking case. So I'm not really mad at the girl. I'm not really mad. Yeah, I'm not really mad about the girl suing you. I still love your music. Hopefully you don't do anything like this again, because at that point it's just like, Anywho, is that, and then it was a little bit of drama with the singer Dani René.
Okay.
I'm starting to like her now. At first, when she first came out with that a little babe, nah.
That song got on my nerves.
Because I didn't know, like, I'm like, girl, are you a singer, rapper? Like, I don't want to put you in a box, sis, but like, what are you, whatever. But yeah, she's cool now. I like her a lot. I liked her after the whole Chris Brown remix thing that she came out with. Mm-hmm. Then it's the new song that she has with the baby called Levi High. I like her a lot. She's more so like a dancer girl. I think at one point she choreographed one of Prince's videos back in the day when he was alive. But yeah, she's a like majority dancer girl, and she's not really a vocalist. She's really good. She's a really good recording artist, if you will.
Okay.
So yeah, but it was a little bit drama there with her and the baby, because I guess they have like a little fling going on, or had a little fling going on, and the baby mother was like, bitch, fuck you, or whatever. I don't know, she probably found some messages. There's some drama with the baby mama and Dani René. Boom. So that's like a whole thing. That's what, honestly, I hate to say it, but that's what made me look at Dani René like, oh, okay, let me look into you, sis, and now I actually like your music now. So I guess it's worked for you. Well, at least for me. Yeah, so that's that. And then what else I want to talk about? Oh yeah, so then randomly, the Taylor Swift, Kanye West, Kim Kardashian thing came up again.
Why?
The whole like the Kanye West song Famous, and he was like, yeah, that whole thing came up again. So on Twitter somebody was like, yeah, well, they said like, yeah, Kanye lied. He never told her that he was gonna call her that bitch, some shit like that. It came up again, and I wanted to tell you guys that, like, I don't care. Like, I don't care because, like, I don't really too much care for. It's a good song. I won't say I don't care, because I remember that everyone was calling Taylor Swift a fucking liar. When that whole thing came out, and saying like, you lied on Kanye, you playing the victim and blah 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 blah. I don't know why that shit came back up again.
I don't either.
I don't really care because whatever. If she don't want to be called a bitch, she don't want to be called a bitch. I get it, whatever. But this is the thing, right? I think Taylor Swift is this is why I don't really too much care for Taylor Swift as like a person. She gives as like a person. I don't really care for her as a person. Like when it comes to like when I say as a person, obviously I don't know her. She don't know me
as an artist.
But no, what I'm saying is I don't care for her as a person when it comes to her like I don't care for what she stands for. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna tell you why. Of course she stands for like feminism and whatever, but I don't care for what she stands for, and I say this because she's the example that I would use when it comes to white feminism. White women, they love to speak on feminism, but they only speak, they love to speak on feminism. They love to appear like they're all for like all women, but they're only speaking on behalf of themselves, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And for you to be, as women, there are hardships, and there are obstacles, but for women of color there are even more hardships and more obstacles. And I feel like at least it's hard to be a woman, but at least as a white woman, use some of that privilege. You're already halfway there with your privilege, so use some of that to speak on all women, you know what I mean, or to just to understand all aspects of all women, if that makes sense. And it's that, and I always felt like she was like
just something there.
I always felt like it was that was my issue with her, and I always felt like she always victimized herself.
That's my issue with her.
Yeah, that. And then
That's right.
And I guess she always victim. Even in her music, all her hit songs are always her being the victim of something, you know. And I didn't too much care for it. It was that one year when Nicki Minaj had Anaconda, and it was the MTV movie awards, and she was mad that her video wasn't nominated for Video of the Year, and she spoke out on it, and like Taylor Swift made it into like a, oh, you're attacking me type thing. It was like I just don't like how she plays the victim. Like, but I will still recognize Taylor Swift as like a talent, because she is talented.
She's talented.
Like even with Camila Cabello, like I don't fucking like her. I think she's racist. I think she plays the victim. I think that she is too much into her privilege. I think that she is not very genuine, but I cannot deny her talent. She's very talented.
She is.
So the same goes with Taylor. Like with Camila Cabello, like when first song comes on radio, I'm not gonna turn, because I like the song, but I'm not gonna sit there and stream your shit. I'm not gonna support you on my own.
I agree. I love Havana, but I won't sit there and go look your shit up on YouTube.
I like the song with her and the baby. They play on the radio a lot. But yeah, like that's how I feel about Taylor Swift. It's just like, I won't deny your talent, but you like for what you stand for, you as a person, like your persona, like I just don't really vibe with that. Yeah. The same with Miley Cyrus. Like I think that she was a culture vulture, like a major culture vulture. But like I said before, you cannot deny Miley Cyrus' talent. I used to watch Hannah Montana back in the day.
What's the album? Bangers, bomb and shit.
Yeah, it's a bomb ass album. But what led up to that was just disrespectful, and it was just whatever. Anywho, so that's that. I don't know why that came up out of nowhere, that whole Kanye thing again. I don't know why. That's weird. I don't care. I just wanted to say that I didn't care. Whatever. Anyway, and then what else happened? Nothing really else happened. Like,
really?
No, that's why I didn't write it down. I was like, nothing really happened.
Yeah, when you don't write it down, that's when you know.
Yeah.
You don't be having shit ready.
So let me see. Let me make sure. Let me look at my save tabs. Nope. Nothing.
In a quarantine, you would think much more went on. Like, I need more to go on in a quarantine, okay?
Look at my Twitter bookmarks.
I need more to go on in a quarantine. Give me something. Celebrities are still traveling.
Nope, nothing.
Hey,
the Tekashi 6ix9ine is going to come out. Is he going to be released in August? I don't know what's going to happen with. Listen, I don't know what's going to happen with you, bruh. I don't know if you're going to come out with the music. I don't know if you're going to go into the witness protection program. I don't know what you're going to do, son. But like, I'm waiting for that, because that's going to be really interesting. And then also one more thing too. I had this bookmarked for a while now, but I forgot to say it on past episodes. They're gonna make a Mrs. Doubtfire reboot, and look at this picture.
Why? Who is that?
Yeah, so that doesn't need to happen.
Who is this though?
I don't know. No one really. I don't know. But that definitely doesn't need to happen. I feel like you guys should have more respect for Robin Williams' legacy. No one can be Mrs. Doubtfire but him. Leave it alone. Everything does not need to be remade. Yeah. So
everything
that's that.
When they wanted to do set it off and all that.
It doesn't. Leave it alone.
It don't need to.
It's almost disrespectful. I feel like it's a slap in the face. Like, this doesn't need to fucking happen.
He's gone. Let him leave his stuff alone. Like, I love recipes.
So recipes to Robin Williams, because he is he gave me.
He's a legend.
He gave me Mrs. Doubtfire. He gave me Jumanji. He gave me a lot of things in my childhood that were
Jumanji's still
staples.
one of my favorite movies.
Yeah, it is.
And Mrs. Doubtfire I still love.
And even with Jumanji, they remade Jumanji, but they made it into a different thing. It was different, totally different. And I wasn't mad at that. I wasn't mad at it,
because it's actually the most recent one I want to go see. It's really good.
I wasn't mad at it.
I love
but certain things. With Jumanji, those are things that could be remade, because like you can just retell the story. With Mrs. Doubtfire, the man and like the man and the woman and the woman makeup, yeah. But the thing is, like the whole man as a woman thing. Can y'all retire? Like, it's like I thought that Kenan Thompson like really told y'all like, look, I'm not doing it. That's why they hired more black women on Saturday Night Live, because Kenan Thompson had to be like, look, I'm not gonna keep wearing this damn dress all the damn time.
Ain't doing it no more.
So I don't know. I just feel like we're past the whole women as I think we're past the whole like men dress up as women and that's like the joke thing, I think we're past that. I think that needs to, even though it's just it doesn't need to fucking happen.
I agree. I see what you're saying. Yeah.
It doesn't need to fucking happen.
It doesn't.
Make something new. Anywho, anything else that you want to?
It's just that time where everybody wants to reboot everything from the 90s.
It just needs to stop.
Early 2000s. But just because people are doing that doesn't mean you need to go do that with something else. Everything does not need to be redone.
Yeah.
And that's one of those movies that is fine how it is. You don't need to redo it. Mm-hmm. I could watch that right now and be fine. I don't need a new one.
Yeah.
Granted, these kids should know what it is, like how good of a movie that was and how good Robin Williams.
Well, that's the parents' responsibility to show.
Well, I don't need you to make a new one for them to see it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Because no one's gonna fucking see it but us.
Exactly. Because
Anyway.
these kids are not gonna watch it.
Yeah. Anywho.
But yeah, that's all. Really.
Anything else? Did you have a quote? No, you forgot.
I had a black spotlight.
Okay, what is it?
I have a quote.
What is it?
It's for Bad Girl Riri.
Oh yeah, she donated $5 million to Barbados.
Yes.
Yep.
That was for that.
Yeah.
It was for that.
Shout outs to you. I do want to say that this, again, this quarantine, this whole coronavirus thing is very unfortunate. I feel bad for the lives that were lost, but this whole thing is really like affecting I'm just like
people's livelihoods.
The thing is, I was already like sad and depressed about some things that that has happened to me recently. I'm not gonna say it now. I'm gonna wait till I'm in a better mental state, in a better like situation before I even tell what happened to me. But yeah, like this isn't helping my mental health at all. I'm sure it's not helping me. People are losing jobs and not getting hired because hiring processes have taken a halt and things like that. I don't know. It's just really I don't know. I pray for better times. This is
2020 is trash.
I hope my rent gets freezed because what the fuck? Like I'm not making any money, so how am I supposed to pay this rent? Like what? So y'all need to fix that shit too, because like I'm not paying rent no time. I'm not. But yeah, anywho, all right. Well, anything else you wanted to say?
I just want to say 2020 is trash.
2020 has been trash so far. Yeah.
When I talked to Donnell, he said up until last week it was cool. I said, well, what the fuck 2020 you been in?
Yeah,
cause it's been the worst.
Yeah.
Like this whole year up until now, and clearly I ain't going back to work till the 27th at least.
Yeah. So
that's indefinitely basically because they just told us that Friday.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Anyhow.
Yeah. Anyway, that's all.
Hopefully, like I said, but like people would tell me like when people come to me and tell me about the things they go through and like their bad moments or whatever, I always say good times are gonna come. This means something better is gonna happen, and that's what I have to keep telling myself.
It can't get no worse.
And I hope this don't say that, because if it gets worse, then you're not gonna wood. Yep. Anyway, but yeah, so hopefully it does get better, because this is just like trash. Anywho, that wraps up episode 48 of Heard the Podcast. Follow us at Heard the Podcast, HERD the Podcast on Twitter, Instagram. Type us in HER_D in Google, and you will find out that we're on SoundCloud, iHeartRadio, Google Play, Apple Podcasts, and all those other platforms. You'll find all that. You'll find all that shit. You already said that. But yeah, so
all that. All that.
Anywho, all right. This is Dani here. Follow me, Dani DeVito, DANIDEVITO _ on Instagram, __ on Twitter, and where can you find you?
You can follow me at Katie Heron, CADYHERIN.
All right, bye.